Hello. Um, as you can see behind me, I've moved, so I'm in a new location, but still eating some food. Same city, just different part of the city. Today I'm eating a dish called yopo mian. Mian is noodles, so these are pretty big, like fat noodles. They're probably like knife cut noodles. Um, So like the way they make these noodles is they'll have a flat, like rolled out or spread out dough that's like as thick as they want the noodles. So here, these noodles are like about an inch thick, like 2.5 centimeters thick. Um, they'll like have this dough out and they'll just slice off um, noodles as thin as they want the noodles. So like this part, so basically, if you see these noodles, they were all lined up in a long sheet this way, and they just slice them off. Um, that's a pretty common way of making noodles here. They're called knife cut noodles. The dish I'm eating is called yopo yo is just oil, um, and po means like poured onto something. I think, or maybe dipped into something. Either way, I don't remember if it's dipped or poured, but uh, basically, it just means noodles with oil on them. I think it means poured, so it's like oil poured onto noodles. Um, and to me, it's a little similar to something like just buttered Italian noodles or something like pasta. It's more flavorful than that because, as you can see, they'll usually put. Well, the lighting is. Does that make it too dark? I'm by a window now, so I have to worry about natural lighting. As you can see, they put like some veggies and stuff in it, and also there's like some seasoning um, in the oil. So like, there's quite a bit of flavor in this. But this particular version, it looks like they put a decent amount of sprouts, um, and then some like bok choy type stuff. Um, there's all sorts of. Usually, it'll have like some little bits of veggies, but it's usually just noodles with the oil, and then maybe like with this, it's just a little bit of like seasoning vegetables or something. This dish can be made with pretty much any type of noodles. Um, so just depending on like what noodles that restaurant likes to make or uses. Um, you could get it with thin, round, like almost spaghetti-like noodles. You could get it with more uh, fatter, round, like kind of similar to spaghetti, but a little thicker kind of noodles. You can get them with these flat noodles. These cut noodles, knife cut noodles, can also be like multiple sizes. Like these are super fat, but you can get some that are like half this size. Sometimes they cut them thicker or thinner. So there's all kinds of different kinds of noodles that you might get. But it'll always be the same way. It'll be seasoned oil poured over it. I think this also has a bit of vinegar um, mixed in with the oil just to give it some flavor. Um, it'll be seasoned oil poured on top of noodles, basically. With potentially with a few other veggie kind of things thrown into. It's not there's no meat in this dish, so this is, as far as I know, this is vegetarian. I suppose potentially, though, if you wanted meat, the oil mixture could be mixed with like some kind of ground meat or something. just to throw a little meat in it, but normally it doesn't come with any meat in it. But I like to eat meat, so I did get a meat thing as well. This is something I've had on this channel before, um, although not from this restaurant. This is called rojamo. So ro is meat, um, and mo is a type of bread. It can be many different kinds of bread. This one is kind of a like flaky, almost pastry-like kind of one with very crispy skin. Um, but then jia, and this kind of jia means to press between two things, or to get caught between two things. So the meat is caught between the bread, so it's rojamo. So meat caught between bread. It's usually um, chopped up pork. Um, they're usually like slow cooked pork, and then mince it up really, really, really small. You can also get it. Sometimes they'll do it with chicken. Sometimes with beef, especially like Muslim restaurants that are halal and don't eat pork. They'll often do it with either lamb meat or beef meat. Um, this restaurant is not a Muslim restaurant. This is, I think this is a regional restaurant. Let's see if the name has. Um, no, the name doesn't even say the region. It's just called Yopomien. Like the specialty of this restaurant is this dish Yopomien. So that's just the name of the restaurant. It's like somebody's name and then Yopomien. So I'm not entirely certain what region this is supposed to be from. The dish Yopomien is fairly common, I think, through many different regional cuisines in China. Um, the variation comes in what kind of noodles they use, what kind of spices they put in the oil. Right? So if you get like some versions of this, it might have like really hot red pepper mixed in with the oil, so it's like super spicy. Or other ones might more have like kind of cumin mixed in and stuff. Or Chinese five spice, or various other things. So like the seasoning they put in the oil can vary based on like kind of regional variation. Um, but the concept of the dish basically remains the same. It's just, you know, noodles with oil poured on them and some seasoning. This is a really good kind of fairly light but still filling kind of meal. The noodles make it filling, but having that oil just kind of like um, the seasoning in the oil can be very kind of light and refreshing actually, rather than like heavy. And oftentimes oily things tend to be kind of very heavy, but because of the seasoning in it, it can be kind of refreshing. Um, I think that's all I got to say about this. So this is my lunch of yopo mian and rojamo, um, oil noodles, and the rojamo is often called a Chinese hamburger. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I guess because it's like in a some meat between two pieces of bread, but like it's more like a a chop beef or something like that, or in America, like or a barbecue sandwich or something like that. It's not really similar to a hamburger, because the meat's all chopped up. It's not like a patty or anything. Um, so that's Yo Po Mien and Rojang Mo. Thanks for watching.